Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, Cos Reps Corner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
Yeah, my take is that the just concluded election was poorly done, poorly handled, obviously manipulated, obviously compromised. There's no question about that. That the Electoral Act of 2022 makes it clear in several sections that you must upload results from the polling units. And there are about 127,974 polling units in Nigeria. The constitutional requirement is that you must upload results from these polling units. But what we saw was INEC resorting to manual, mutilating results, shutting down their portal for over 24 hours, during which time all the doctoring and surgical operations had taken place. The election was therefore not fair, it was not transparent, it was not genuine, it was not credible. And so the emergent president-elect is going to carry a very strong, heavy burden of legitimacy and lack of it on his neck like an albatross. It doesn't require even demonstrations or protests on the streets to drive home this point. The issue is a moral burden on him. And not only that, it is clear from the provisions of the Constitution. If you check sections 132 to 134, that the winner of the presidential election must not only win plurality of the votes, that is the most number of votes, he must also win 25% in each of at least 2/3 of the Nigerian states and the Federal Capital Territory. What does that mean? You must get 25% in 24 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not score 25% in FCT. Well, I do not know, but even if he scored in 24 without scoring 25% in FCT, he could not and he should not have been declared president-elect, as INEC wrongly did. So all these are matters that must and will be challenged at the tribunals. From INEC, nothing positive can be expected from the present INEC as it is presently constituted. Nothing. For the judiciary, my advice to it is that in deciding this case, it must look critically at the justice of the matter, not at technicalities. It must look at the wishes of the Nigerian people as expressed through the polls, not technicality. I do not want a judiciary. I have already said many times that Nigeria does not operate democracy, which was a word coined or defined by Abraham Lincoln, a former American president, on the 19th of November 1863, that we do not operate democracy, but we operate many crises which are not demo. One of them, I said, is judocracy. Judocracy is a warped, corrupted form of democracy in which a president or a governor is put up through a fundamentally flawed process which did not represent the will of the people, And then it goes, the people quarrel and they go before the judiciary. And the judiciary midwives, incubates and delivers a president or a governor or a senator for the people, probably against the wish of the people. I call it judocracy. I've also extracted and formulated what we call electionocracy. Electionocracy is another crazy by which Nigerians every 4 years go through the rituals of going for elections or selection, like has just happened, and I will say continue on the 11th. And after that, the governor or president uses the first 1 year studying the system, going around to thank the people. The second year to do one or two little things, including roads that will be washed up after the first rainfall. Then starts from the third year for campaigning secretly, and from the fourth year from openly campaigning. So democracy dividends would not have come to the people. Then executocracy is that when that president or governor now comes to office, instead of making laws for the peace, order and good government of Nigeria, as is provided for in section 5 of the constitution, he goes about terrorizing other arms of government, impoverishing the people, enthroning corruption, insecurity and economic deficiency. That is executocracy. Then finally we have legislatocracy, which is another crazy by which the legislature, rather than make laws for the order, good governance and peace of Nigeria, they make laws for their pockets. They padlock budgets. They use their oversight functions to blackmail members of the executive, to padlock budgets so that they can have their own. And then they give them what we call constituency projects, which are monies they put in their pockets, never for their constituency. By the way, what is the business of a lawmaker with attracting constituency projects for his people? That's the job of the executive. A lawmaker is to make laws. Simple. So until we change this mindset, this analog way of doing things, we can't go forward.
I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love, I don't wanna fall in love.